Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we will take a look at the Jacksonville Jaguars schedule and predicting it game by game. This is a team that has improved their roster and made plenty of negotiations and re-signings. Here is their schedule. They open the season on the road at the Washington Commanders. The Commanders haven't really made any off-season moves apart from Carson Wentz. It's mostly just resigning contracts. I think this will be a lower scoring game, but I will take the Commanders. I think their defense will play an amazing game, and their offense can score enough points to secure the win. They will play the Indianapolis Colts at home in Week 2. The Colts brought in Matt Ryan this offseason looking for the right quarterback for the next few seasons. They signed a solid running back in Phillip Lindsay to play behind Jonathan Taylor. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. This year, I think that streak gets snapped. I think Jonathan Taylor and that O-line have a huge day on the ground and manage to beat the Jaguars. Week 3 against the Chargers. I don't think this game will be close at all. I think the Chargers will jump ahead early and remain in control the entire way through. The Chargers are just gonna be a really good team this year, with a rising superstar quarterback Justin Herbert and some great receivers. They will have a top 3 defense this year, bringing in great pass rushers with Mack, and a great defensive corner with the ability to pick off passes J.C. Jackson. I think the Chargers will win by at the least 21 points. In Week 4, they play the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are going to be such an underrated team this year. They have a solid pass rush and good cornerbacks. They bring in A.J. Brown to be a duo with Devontae Smith and their young star quarterback Jalen Hurts. I can see both offenses having success, but I think the Eagles just are the better team. They are playing at home, and they will find a way to win. Doug Peterson will not win the revenge game. Week 5 against the Texans, and this should be a lower scoring game. I'm not expecting the Texans to be that good of a team this year. I'll take the Jaguars to get their first win of the season. With them playing at home and a slight better offense, I think they will be able to score enough points. They play the Colts again for a second time. Colts being at home, I think their rushing game gets the job done, and they win by 10+. Going back home in Week 7, they play the Giants. The Giants are gonna be a terrible team this year. They will have a terrible defense. They could have 5 or 6 wins if they manage to keep Barkley healthy. But I think the Jaguars will win by a touchdown or 2. Week 8, they remain home against the Broncos. This could be a trap game for the Broncos. I know they added Russell Wilson, but the Jaguars have an underrated pass rush, and the Broncos don't have the best O-line in the world. Jaguars are at home, but it's too risky to pick the upset. I will stick with the safe pick, the Broncos. In Week 9, they will play the Raiders. The Raiders are gonna have an amazing pass attack this season, possibly a top 5 passing team. Devontae Adams and Darren Waller are some elite targets for Derek Carr. The Raiders also have a great defense. The question will be if the Raiders can protect their QB. I can see the Jaguars getting some sacks this game, maybe a turnover or 2. But I think the Raiders will take care of business in Jacksonville and get a win. This is such a tough stretch for the Jaguars. They gotta play against the best quarterback in the NFL. The question will be, can the Jaguars keep up with the Chiefs' offense? The Chiefs will have a big step back on D and lose players. I don't think they will, and the Chiefs win by 17+. They get a bye week before playing the Ravens at home. If the Jaguars can shut down Lamar Jackson's running ability, their odds to win go up a ton. But I doubt that will happen, and the Ravens have an amazing defense this year. I think the Ravens will win by 14+. Hitting the road against the Lions. The Lions have set themselves up for a bright future. They have upgraded their defense so much this year. They will have a solid pass rush and good safeties. I think both teams will struggle to score, but I think the Lions will find a way to come out on top. They play the Titans in Week 14. If the Jaguars can stop Derrick Henry, they got a legit shot to win. But I don't think that will happen, and the Titans will roll on the ground. The Jaguars play the Cowboys next week at home. The Cowboys are gonna be a toss-up team this year. No one knows if they will be good or bad this year. They lose their star receiver Amari Cooper, but keep Lamb. The defense is decent. This game will come down to which offense performs better. I will take the Cowboys offense, but the Jaguars could pull off an upset. It wouldn't shock me. They play the Jets next week. Jets will struggle on the offensive side this year. Their defense will be solid. They had a good draft for their future. I think that the Jaguars D will be all over the Jets. Pass rush will be there, and the Jaguars get a 7-point win. Next week against the Texans, they play for a second time. I think the Jaguars will win again over the Texans again. Same reason against the Jets. The Texans are gonna struggle on offense this season, and the Jaguars pass rush is gonna be there. I'm taking the Jaguars to win 2 in a row. The Jaguars will play their final game of the season against the Titans. The Titans are fighting to get into the playoffs. I think the Titans will handle the Jaguars behind a big day from Derrick Henry. I will take the Jaguars to finish third in the AFC South this year at 4-13. This team is gonna need a few more years to be able to go after a Super Bowl title. But as of 2022, 4-13 is where I have this team.